Hello YouTube, this is Sootopolis and we are back with week 6 of the Draft Jam. This week we're going up against Ducky and the Sootopolis Psyducks. So, if you missed last week's battle, do check it out. It was a battle to say the least. I got extremely lucky. Wasn't lucky enough to win, but at the same time, I feel like that was just my own fault more than anything. But did I use all my luck for the whole season? Possibly. Does that mean it's still only downhill from here? Possibly. However, we'll still try to go out with a bang. Currently on a 2-game lose streak, but hopefully we can fix that this week and hopefully get back into the win column. So, this week, as you can see, my opponent has a Terra Iron Moth, Zapdos, Hisuian Samurott, Excadrill, Dragonite, Whimsicott, Terra Skeledirge, Slowking, Okidogi, and the Dunsparce. Now, biggest threats on my opponent's team are, of course, like Iron Moth, Zapdos, Hisuian Samurott are like the 3 big ones, I think. Well, not the 3 big ones. I don't think Zapdos is like as big, but Hisuian Samurott and Iron Moth especially, because like my hazard removal is non-existent. I don't have hazard removal, so Hisuian Samurott could come in, start clicking Ceaseless Edge, get up spikes, and I'm kind of just like stuck with it. Unfortunate as it is, but not really else. Like I can't really like say anything. Like I was just the team I drafted didn't really have good removal, and then I dropped my only removal, so I don't have any removal now. So it is what it is. Also, Excadrill is very scary. Its Mold Breaker set could just like blow through my whole entire team with just Earthquake. Dragonite can also be very scary, like a Dragon Dance or like a Scale Shot set. Skeledirge is super annoying, especially if it's like a Terra type that can like kind of take on Roaring Moons from like Terra Fairy, Terra Steel can be a little annoying as well. Slowking is just like, once again, like a nuisance pivot, but it's not as like annoying as like Galarian Slowking was last week. So that's fortunate, I guess. But and then they have like Okidogi, which also can be an issue. Like its bulk can be very helpful versus stuff like Roaring Moon. And like my Jirachi doesn't really have like the best matchup here with Iron Moth and Excadrill and Dragonite and Skeledirge all threatening it out, and Zapdos like threatening static. So Okidogi kind of looks great here since my Jirachi does not look good. Whimsicott can also be an issue, fun fact, because once again, I don't think, like, I have a very offensive team. However, with the offensives means that my defenses aren't particularly the greatest, so we kind of just have to out offense, I think. So with all that being said, here's the team I'm bringing. So we have Chandelure, Terra Grass with Energy Ball, Shadow Ball, Psychic, Fire Blast, and like a Flash Fire set. Yeah, and so we also have enough speed on Chandelure to outspeed like an Adamant Dragonite or like an Adamant Okidogi, pretty much. But why we are Flash Fire and like why we are this Chandelure set is that this Chandelure does help in taking on Iron Moth for a little while. I Psychic once again to like get like super effective damage if they decide to Terra like their Skeledirge instead of their Iron Moth. And then also like this can take on Skeledirge as well if Skeledirge is lacking Ghost Stab, which is a possibility. It could be something like Torch Song, Terra Blast if it's like Terra Fairy, and then Slack Off, and then like something like Will-O-Wisp. So I can do that over like Shadow Ball. But that's very iffy. I do think like they may want to bring Shadow Ball just so like they don't get walled completely by Chandelure, but it is still a possibility to keep in mind. Next we have the Roaring Moon. This is a Booster Energy Acrobatics knockoff Earthquake Scale Shot. So I'm not running any like Dragon Dance variant or whatever because Skeledirge will be able to just check it anyways. So I'm running Acrobat specifically like to hit Whimsicott really hard, as well as like Okidogi, along with Knockoff. I mean, not Knockoff, Earthquake. Knockoff, of course, for stab opportunity. And then Scale Shot specifically for Dragon Knight, so that I can, one, break Dragon Knight's multi-scale with the first hit, and then do a lot of damage with the second hit. Next we have Life Orb Mamoswine with Earthquake, Ice Shard, Icicle Spear, and Stealth Rock. Mamoswine does a very similar thing. This week, my opponent doesn't really have great switch-ins to Mamoswine. Especially like Earthquake, because like the Earthquake switch-ins are Dragonite and Zapdos. And neither of those Pokemon want to like come in and have to take like Ice Shard or Icicle Spear. Dragonite for Icicle Spear and Zapdos for Ice Shard. We are a max speed set in order to, at the very least, speed tie a max speed Dragonite, if not just outright outspeed it and take it out with Icicle Spear. And then Rocks as well is like helpful for stuff like maybe like non-boots variant Skelly Dirge and like get chip on Slowking. Yeah. Next we have Shaymin, which I didn't realize you can run like Shiny Shaymin now, since you can get in Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl, which I think is really cool. So I have Shiny Shaymin with Synthesis, Seed Flare, Earth Power, and Leech Seed. Synthesis, we are also a max defense, a lot of speed investment Shaymin. And this is with the Rocky Helmet, and this is ordered to take on Excadrill. With like, we are able still to be able to outspeed Excadrill with our speed investment, and then like deal massive damage with like Seed Flare or Earth Power. Leech Seed is just like for something like Zapdos, or like this can do well versus Hisuian Samurott as well, since we are a max defense set. Earth Power just like so that Iron Moth isn't like a free switch in, as well as like do massive damage to Excadrill too. And then Synthesis is just to stay healthy so that we can like still take on both Hisuian Samurott and Excadrill with our Rocky Helmet. Next we have Rotom Wash. Now, big thing is I am Shuckle Berry. It turns, I completely forgot about Ability Shield, I'm gonna be honest. Ability Shield would be a lot better item here, as it blocks Mold Breaker from taking advantage of Rotom Wash. And I 100% wish I was Ability Shield over Shuckle Berry, because if I was, then I can better take on Excadrill with this Mon, but I'm not. I'm Shucka. It is what it is, unfortunately, but with all that, we are Foul Play, Will-O-Wisp, Hydro Pump, and Volt Switch. With the Shucka Bear, we are easily able to tank a Earthquake from Excadrill, even like all the way down to like I think 50% if the Excadrill is non-boosting item. And then Hydro Pump back is able to deal massive damage, not just outright KO it. Hydro Pump also threatens stuff like Iron Moth and Skelly Dirge pre-Terra. Volt Switch is like allowing me to pivot. And then Foul Play can like threaten like stuff like Swords Dance on Excadrill, Dragon Dance, Dragonite. It can be threatened by Foul Play, then Will-O-Wisp as well, just to threaten stuff like Okidogi, Dragonite, Hisuian Samurott, that sort of thing. Finally, we have Terra, Ice, Thundurus. We have the correct Terra this time, finally. Last week we accidentally brought Terra Electric with Terra Blast, so that was bad, but it ended up being actually working out for us. I think Terra Electric was, versus what my opponent brought last week, was the better bring, hilariously enough, but here we are just Nasty Plot and then 3 attacks. My opponent's only Pokemon that are faster than Thundurus are Iron Moth and Whimsicott. Iron Moth, if it is booster speed, is unable to take out Thundurus Therian in one hit because of the fact that it will need to drop special attack EVs for it. Like if it's just heavy duty boots, it's still unable to take out Thundurus Therian just because of like Thundurus's natural bulk. Of course, that is pre-Terra. If I do Terra, then I am easily taken out by like a fire move, so I do keep that in mind. Nasty Plot plus Psychic. It will be able to take out Iron Moth. Even like Psychic alone does like 60-70% to Iron Moth, so we should be able to take it out with that. After rocks in a little bit of chip from something like Ice Shard, Mamoswine, or something similar like that. Then like Thunderbolt plus Terra Blast is just able to handle my opponent's team. Thunderbolt hits like Slowking, Hisuian Samurott. Yeah, and then like if it's like Terra Water Skeletor or something like that. And then Terra Blast is able to take out Dragonite, Whimsicott, Zapdos, and that sort of thing. So, and then Psychic is able to handle Okidogi and Iron Moth. So, just like my opponent does not have a. If I'm able to predict correctly, my opponent does not have a good switching into this Pokemon outside of Excadrill. I don't know if they want to be taking a lot of damage on Excadrill. So yeah, that is the team. It is definitely like a very offensively oriented team. I'm definitely afraid of spikes going up, and if I extend the battle a lot longer than it used to be, then it puts me at a very harsh disadvantage. But with like this type of offense, it is definitely like a all-out blitz to like try to take out my opponent as fast as possible. With all that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and catch you all once the battle begins. Okay, we are connected to my opponent. See what they brought. They brought the Dunsparce, Skeledirge, Excadrill, Hisuian Samurott, Iron Moth, and Okidogi. Not gonna lie, there's a lot of stuff I wasn't really expecting. I didn't really expect to see the Dunsparce, but I'm okay with it coming, to be honest. So, what do I want to lead then? Excadrill, or like, I think Hisuian Samurott's a good lead versus me, honestly. No Whimsicott's great, because like, in like Mox or whatever, Whimsicott was really annoying to handle. So I think I want to lead Shaymin. Alright, and then let's see, let's write it down, of course. The Dunsparce, Skeledirge, which is Fairy Terra, Excadrill, H. Samurott, Iron Moth, which is Grass Terra. Well done. And Okidogi. Alright, honestly, a little bit shocked by some of the rings. I mean, no Zapdos, I understand. No Dragonite is nice. Yeah, as I expected, he would lead Excadrill. Kind of why I led this as just the anti-lead. I don't believe the Dawn gets Sap Sipper. Because I kind of want to just like click a Leech Seed. Yeah, it does not get Sap Sipper. I'm going to click Leech Seed. They probably just want to like set rocks versus me if I had to guess. Yep. I'm going Earth Power now. I mean, yeah, I'm assuming you switch, and you don't really have a good Earth Power switch in. I think the Dun would be like, yeah. The Dunsparce would be the safest switch into this thing. That did 0. Alright, well, I of course have no investment in this Shaymin. But I can like figure out if this is Assault Vest or not. Or just max Spadef. Either way, I'm just going to Leaf Seed. Oh my gosh, I hate. Thank you. Yeah, it's just max Spadef stats. I think I'm going to Seed Flare into Synthesis. Alright, so he's not Covert Cloak. And now I just Synthesis up. Okay. Of course, Shaymin's not going to take out this Okidogi, so I should switch. Into what, though? And is Mamoswine really needed? I like Mamoswine. Ah! I think I'll go Rotom. And see if I can like get a Will-O-Wisp off on something. Dodge the gunk, that's huge. I apologize for that. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Willow. They could withdraw into Iron Moth, which is annoying, but... Oh, they go into Didon. I just Volt Switch out. I'm assuming they probably went for Roost. I kind of want to go into Mamoswine then. Yeah, there's the Ruse. This Earthquake is going to do a lot. And they don't really have a good switching into it. I don't know if this will kill or not. I don't think it will. Based on like... It has a chance. I don't think it will though. Oh, it did. Let's go. Alright, the Dun goes down. Honestly, a little annoying for me to handle, to be honest, but I'm happy he goes down there. This is Terra Fairy. You going hard into this tells me you want to Terra versus me. How does Chandelure do versus Terra Fairy? Skeledirge. I'm still going to go Chandelure. Yeah, they do Terra. If they Torch Song, I get a Flash Fire boost, and I do massive damage back with Fire Blast. If they Shadow Ball me or whatever, then yeah, they Torch Song. I get the Flash Fire boost, and now something has to take a Fire Blast. Good resist. Alright, however, my Chandelure should be slower than this. So I'm gonna go into Shaymin. Unfortunately, he does get one Ceaseless Edge off versus me. I just love Shaymin's Shiny, that's so cool. Alright, so the one set of spikes is annoying. I think I can recover Synthesis versus this because Rocky Helmet will take it out, I think, before Ceaseless Edge activates. Spikes activate, I think. Honestly, I'm not so certain though. I know it blocks Rapid Spin from succeeding, but I'm not certain if it blocks Ceaseless Edge from succeeding. I'm still going to Synthesis though. I have to go Rotom. This is literally me trying to sack off my Rotom at this point. Because if this is banded, it will definitely take my Rotom out. That's not banded damage. Oh, that's annoying. This could be Assault Vested. I kind of want a Hydro Pump, because this will at least put it in range of Roaring Moon. Yeah. I'm just gonna Hydro Pump. Okay, he withdraws. This Okidogi is an issue. And I miss. No, that's fair. I'm just going to Volt Switch out. I don't want to, but I have to. I have to go into Chandelure, which is so annoying. I mean, if he has Ghost Move, he clicks Ghost Move. Yeah, he has Ghost Move, okay. I still Fire Blast this, though. Because it puts him in range of Earthquake from... what's-his-face? From Mamoswine. I really wish I hit the Hyper Pump. Doesn't matter. He missed Gunk Shot versus me earlier. Oh, he's willing to tank a hit with something else. I understand. Wait, really? And I missed. Oh, that's beautiful. I love this game sometimes. Do I lose Sludge Wave? No. I did not. Do I want to keep this alive? No, I want to sack Rotom, I think. I think that's my best place to sack Rotom. Rotom will go down. And hopefully he didn't Agility. If he Agility, I'm in a lot of trouble. Okay, he Meteor Beamed. That's fine. I just made him waste his Meteor Beam. Now I just go into Roaring Min. I take Spikes plus Rocks, which is annoying, but I get the boost. And how do I do versus Skeledirge? He's at 75% right now. Earthquake plus Acrobatics should be able to take out Skeledirge. Oh wait, no, that's special defensive. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong set. No! I was looking at the wrong set! No! I have been outmaneuvered! That's fine. I mean, how much does Thundurus do? Skeledirge with 0 special defense. Thunderbolt is like 50%. I'm just going Mamo. Like, I know Skeledirge is annoying. Skeledirge is annoying for this team in general. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But I at least always threaten damage versus it. Like, huge damage, too. I am a Life Orb Mammoth Slime. And that crit helps. This will take me out, probably. Yeah. He's like at 40, yeah. So Thunderous Therian should be able to come in and take it out. I mean, Chandelure should be able to do the same thing. But I like Thunderous better. I guess, like, the question is, do you save this and go, like, Excadrill? But I don't care if you go Excadrill, because I have a Shaymin in the back still. Yeah, that's it. That should go down. So Roaring Moon is still alive, and the biggest threat to Roaring Moon is dead. Now, I do have to be weary of Scarf Mons, like, even Okidogi could be Scarf. He goes Iron Maw. I'm going to Psychic. Spadef drop doesn't matter. I'll go into Chandelure, just so I can keep Thundurus alive. I'm okay with Chandelure dying, is the thing. Yeah, they click Sludge Wave. Chandelure goes down. That's fine. I want to get Roaring Moon in. Now the thing is, I don't have Booster Energy anymore, so my Earthquake's not going to do as much. To, like, Okidogi. He withdraws. Does he sack off the, He sacks Excadrill. Here's the thing. I need Roaring Moon alive. So I have to go Shaymin here. I'm assuming this is Scarf. Like, I can't have Roaring Moon go down. Oh, they double. That's a good double on my opponent's part. I think I sack Thunderous, honestly. Like... Because Shaymin works as like a forcing Okidogi having to click a poison move, like Gunk Shot, if it's Scarf. So I have to sack Thunderous, I think. I think I sack Thunderous. I go right back into Roaring Moon. I really wish I got Rocks Up at some point. If I got Rocks Up, this would be a lot easier, but I didn't. That's on me. Because if I got Rocks Up, the threat of Hisuian Samurott wouldn't be a threat. But since I didn't, Hisuian Samurott's now an issue. Acrobats will do more because I have no item. If this is Scarf, then I lose, I think. He's not Scarf. Alright, Shaymin. Earth Power! I have no idea how much you do to Okidogi. If this is Assault Vest, it doesn't matter. I think I'm going to Terra. No, it doesn't matter. I think he has to click Gunk Shot either way, so I'm just going Earth Power. I don't think this matters. I don't think this kills. Yeah, it does not kill. This is Assault Vest as hell. Yeah, and then, alright, so I lose. Alright, GG's to my opponent. I think I shouldn't have sacked Thunderous. I think that was a misplay on my part. I definitely misplayed the end. He called my double, which is great on his part, so kudos to my opponent on that front. But I just misplayed in the end, I think. So that's on me. Yeah. It sucks. It happens. But we learn, and we do better next time. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch y'all next week. Peace.